Ladies and gentlemen, today I am brought in part by Chosen. How are you doing today, Chosen?
Yo, what's going on, Darth? Good to see you.
It's another day. Have a couple shards we're opening here. You know, it's been a long time since your boy has gotten a legendary. I'm just saying. I've been opening these as I get them, but I have lost count on how long it's been since. What was your last legendary, Brad?
Oh, geez. Like Genzin or something. My last legendary is Deliana because we just had the promo thing wrap up. So, but from a shard, yeah, probably something like that. But what are you doing pulling ancients? We got bonus legendary event starting tomorrow, Darth. Come on
Yeah,
now.
well, you know how I am with it. I just pull them every time I get them, and whenever I get them, I dunk all in. You like my clan boss team? You like this full on? This is my full charge team.
This is pretty hot right here.
That's
I mean,
great.
you got Siffy, so
They're all in
you won half
relentless.
the battle.
It's brilliant. I think this is a nice, clear 11 or 12 million. So what we were going to talk about here today was there's some, wait, how you want to say this? Some changes coming up for the Raid Shadow Legends content creator. I would say you're going to see a bunch of us disappear for a little bit here. The Rapture.
Yeah, everybody's got their own their different way of going about it. Some people are kind of all in on raid. That's all they do. And then some people, like yourself, like to not play not only raid but also dabble and keep their ear to the gaming community. So everybody's a little bit different, but yeah, there are a lot of people that are probably going to be at least trying Diablo Immortal, and a lot of people in the raid community, Scratch and Cold Brew and me and you and Deadwood and all sorts of people that are probably going to be trying to level up as fast as they can. I know me and Scratch have a fun bet going on for Diablo Immortal, so we're still ironing out the details, but whoever loses is going to have to record an intro for the other person's channel about how amazing that other person is and how much better they are than them. So I hope I am not going to lose that one.
Okay, no, dude, you can't. Come on, you got to bring it together for the U.S. You got to beat these European scumbags. Come on, man, what are you doing? You can't let
Diablo is my platinum arena. So
exactly,
here we go.
Man. This is your time to shine. You can't let them come at you. But me and Kyra have a similar bet, actually.
There you go.
You
guys are going to be in the same group, though.
We are going to be in the same group, so it's going to be weird. I don't know how that's going to work because if
you'll have to do it like based on combat rating or something, like something that'll be different between the two of you.
Yeah, you're right. We're going to need a way to mix it up. But for the people that don't know, Diablo Immortal is launching actually June 1st. So we have a launch June 1st in the morning on mobile, and then on June 2nd it's global on all platforms, including PC as well. And obviously we are doing our content creation thing where we have been making a bunch of videos about it, and we have like a clan. How many people do we have recruited in these clans so far, Brad?
Well, we have got 9 teams. We've got 3 on West, 3 on East, and 3 on Europe, and we do have 1 for Asia. It's not super populated yet, though. The goal was to be reaching out to every server and including everybody who wants to be a part of the community. But I would say right now, West is the most full. East is pretty full. East and Europe are about the same. So on the West server, we're probably looking at like 200 something, 250, we'll call it, and then like maybe 150 to 200 on the other ones, so like 250 plus 400, 650, probably plus like sprinkled in ones, somewhere between like 600 and 700 players right now. But we haven't even launched the website yet, so things are going to get even crazier in the next day or two. So we'll get up towards 800 or 900 probably by launch.
You got any sneak peek for the people on what to expect on the website?
Yeah, it's going to be, this first version of it, we're so up against the clock because the game is launching so soon that we can't do some of this insanely fancy stuff we want to do. But right now we're focused on making it look clean, making it be an enjoyable experience, whether you're on PC or mobile. Trying to get all the fancy things to like pop up when you mouse over things or click on them. So right now the goal is to make it look clean and be an enjoyable experience. And then down the road, in the next couple of weeks, once we actually get it live and we can start focusing on other things, we want you to be able to like log in and pull up your character and do like build planning and look at all the items and all the different tier lists. And it'll be a fun project for sure.
So it sounds like it's going to be pretty involved then. We're actually going to have some pretty good tools on there, hopefully for the people as well. And
that's the goal. We're lucky enough to have a really good developer working with us that has been a friend of mine for a while now. And it just kind of comes down to what we can get done. But we're mostly capable of doing anything. It just comes down to what we can pull off, like budget wise and stuff.
So how many different content creators from Raid do we have that are doing Diablo Immortal content? 'Cause we got you, me, we got Deadwood. I know Layla's going to try it. Even J Gigs wants to try it, even though he's still setting up everything, right? We got Kyre Mobile, who covered League or Raid for a time. Did I say League? Covered Raid for a time.
Yeah.
Who am I missing here? We got Scratch, Code Brew. Man,
Layla?
we got a lot of these people.
Layla, Trigger Happy John, Veiled Shot, Mad Capper, Smiley. Yeah, so and then like MTG Jedi was talking with me and wanting to bring some of him and his friends into the fold and get on a team. So yeah, you know, it's exciting, and lots of different people are kind of coming together to try and do something big here.
What do you think's what's the common factor that's making so many people? Because when we decided that we were all going to work on Diablo Immortal together, I really did not expect this many people from the Raid area to all come together. Because I mean, we have a lot of people that are legitimately interested in working together on this project, which is way more than I would have thought. I mean, it's probably the largest Raid collab. It's, you know, and now it's non-Raid, but I mean, it's like the largest Raid collab that I feel like at least I've ever been part of at this point.
Oh, for sure. You know, I think people, you know, Raid is a great game, and it's, you know, but it's been out for like, you know, almost 4 years at this point. So I think people are constantly kind of salivating for that next thing to try and sink their teeth into and get back into like that theory crafting mode again. You know, I remember when we were all doing content on Raid, you know, 3-4 years ago, it was so exciting because we're, you know, every day there's just so much new information you're learning. And now we're more into the phase of just enjoying the game. There isn't a whole lot of exploration or theory crafting. So, you know, it'll be fun to kind of hit that reset button and start from scratch where, like, you know, this first couple months on Immortal, we're going to be learning so much and everybody's going to be talking so much and theory crafting. So I think people are excited for that part of it because we're a few years now into mostly just kind of enjoying Raid as a community.
You know what it really boils down to for me? And it always comes down to the same reason almost on any game that makes me super excited by it. You ready? Here it is, all right? It's 100% the fresh server aspect. Like in RuneScape, there was these sort of like season type of things you could do called Deadman mode, and then everyone would start fresh with like enhanced experience and everything, and you could blow through stuff quickly. But then there was full world PvP and everything too, which isn't really the same. But what was cool about it was that everyone would be starting at the same time. It was like a let's go, you know, and it was like an out the gate, everyone's just like, go, go. And you see it, everyone's like excited to see, you know, how fast they can progress and everything. Fresh servers from fresh games get me every time with the excitement, man. It's hard for me. I always get excited by fresh servers.
It was and that's why like Path of Exile seasons are always hype. Diablo 3 seasons, people love that fresh start and that, you know, that way to cultivate something new. And like you said, it's even a double dip when it's a new game as well on top of that, and a game that had a very exclusive beta. So a lot of people weren't even able to play it if they wanted to. So a lot of people are finally like, okay, now I get my chance to sink my teeth in finally after these years of hearing about Diablo Immortal. And I think another big part of it is the beta went so well, like the feedback, and it, you know, it'd be one thing if people were like, it's all right, but most of the people that really dug into the beta are like, wow, like it was really fun. So that kind of gets everybody even more hyped, you know.
Let's talk staying power. Do you think this is going to be like a game like any of the other games we've covered in the past, where we've tried it for a bit, we liked it for a bit, we got bored and done with it early? Are you looking towards the future with this? Do you think that there's like a churn and burn? How much, or is it being overhyped by us? What do you think?
Gosh, that's really tough to say. Diablo Immortal will definitely have staying power, 100%. It's going to be different than you know, some of the other, you know, Awakened Chaos Era and Dragon Champions. It's going to be a whole different level than that. It'll probably be pretty comparable to Raid, honestly. You know, but Raid didn't have the huge release, so Raid kind of slowly grew into the mainstream over time, and then kind of hit that plateau point. Whereas Immortal will end up at the same destination, but have the opposite way of getting there. Immortal will start with an insane launch, and then it will slowly decrease until it plateaus. But I expect it to be pretty similar to Raid. It'll be a huge titan in the gaming industry for years to come, at least until Diablo 4 comes out. When Diablo 4 comes out, we might see a little bit of a fracture in the player base. But Diablo 4 is at least 2 years away, probably 3. So I bet Immortal has a good run here for 2 or 3 years.
Do you expect on launch advertisements? Because I know raids, a big part of raids growth was advertisements, obviously. I haven't seen too much from Blizzard in terms of them announcing advertisements for Diablo Immortal other than organic growth.
Yeah, and there could be a few different reasons for that. You know, maybe they see the pre-register numbers hitting close to 40 million. And they really don't want a horrible experience like they had with Diablo 3. So maybe they don't want the player base to be 60 million right away. Maybe they want to lessen the impact of the decline. So they want to unveil the advertising and marketing as after release, let things settle down. Then when the decline starts happening, then you pump the advertising after you've had a chance to fine tune some of the stuff in the shop, fine tune some of the bugs. That could be the route they're going, instead of juicing it up right now and then having the servers blow up on day one, everybody quits. And so they're probably thinking about that at least a little bit because of what happened with Diablo 3.
So when it comes to the Diablo Immortal launch, then let's talk launch. Do you have any stream plans? Anything you want to tell the people as we're wrapping up here? Because I'm absolutely going to be streaming twitch.tv/Darth Microtransaction every single day. And in the pinned comment down below, you can find my Diablo Immortal specific channel that does multiple videos a day on the game. And we'll have Brad's there as well. But as far as streaming goes for you got streaming plans?
Yeah, you know, so they had some bombshell news talking about how the game might be available on mobile devices for a day before PC. I always stream on PC. I'm sure I'll be playing it on release. I'm gonna have to look into what my options are in terms of streaming on mobile. I've never done that. I'd love to stream it, but I'm gonna have to see how I can get that working and up and running. But you know, right now I'm about 50-50. I could just be playing it on your stream and hanging out. And we'll see. I'd love to stream it, but it might be a day 2 stream type of thing if I have to wait for PC.
There you go. Launch day, June 1st on mobile, in the morning PDT, in the morning LA time. June 2nd, 10 a.m. PDT, global launch, PC, all platforms. You can find it there. June 22nd, I know we said global launch, that's what they're calling it, but was it East Asia Pacific, I think is what they said, or somewhere in, it's Asia Pacific servers. Singapore, Thailand, Taiwan, Hong Kong, Macau, and one other place I'm forgetting about that.
Australia?
Yeah, I think you're right, Mahoya or something like that, right? I forget all these places. So all those places will be launched June 22nd. That is your release dates. Thanks for watching this video. Any last comments for the people on the way out the door?
Nope, it's always fun to say hi here on your neck of the woods. So thanks for having me. It's always good.
Till next time.